What up, YouTube and Twitter? Good to be back. It's Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. Bitcoin trading sideways through the weekend, but we did have a nice little spike here into the new week. There's a lot to update you guys on. Bulls are back, baby. Bulls are back, and I'm going to tell you exactly why in this episode. So, if you're joining, I welcome you. Remember to hit that like button, help engage with the stream. The more engagement we get, the more viewers see our content. That's how we grow the fam. Make sure to smash the likes, put a message in the live chat, vote in the poll, share. You know the deal. You know it. I appreciate you guys. You're doing such a good job day in and day out. Couldn't do it without you. Let's start a little different today. This channel, what is it about? This channel is about helping you. YouTube full of channels that are out there self-serving, shilling, taking money to dump on you guys, taking your money. We're not about any of that. Crypto changed my life. I want it to change yours, and I do that the best way I know how, which is showing you what got me into it, what I've been successful doing. I'm not always right. I'm not a financial advisor, but I do my best. And if anything, if there's one thing that I can guarantee this channel always has for you, that is honesty and my genuine opinion on things. So take it with a grain of salt. We're going to get into analysis here. We've got some charts running, some altcoins being spicy. We're going to take a look at dominance. We've got AAVE, IMX, Render, SUI, FTM. We got a bunch pulled up. So it's good to be here. It's good to be here. Shout out to our sponsors. I'm wearing one of their shirts. Meta Signals, some of the best algorithmic trading signals in the system. Use my link, you can get a free trial. Same with 𝐂𝐴LGO. Let's put those links in the chat. The #1 indicator company in the whole wide world. They have hundreds of free ones on TradingView. And if you want to check out their premium ones, use my link, get a free trial. There we go. Any of the other links in the video description, sign up and get VIP access to our exclusive private closed door trading group in Discord. And that is the entire shill. Let's get into it. So I wanted to bring something back here. Wanted to bring this back. I tweeted this. It got a bajillion freaking impressions, a million really angry comments about how stupid I am. I don't know analysis, blah, blah. That's okay. 2 weeks and 1 day ago, we closed a weekly candle at a higher low here in September, kicking off early September, right down there at 52-ish. And at the same time, we had a very important, you know what? Let me go to the BLX chart. Let's get the full history. Though I think it will be the same. Let's get the full history here. Are you serious? It's gonna do me like this. I had such a good intro. I was in the vibe. Here we go. Because it's the month. Got it. Yes, here we are. At the end of the first week in September, we closed at a higher low. And at the exact same time, we had 2 incredibly big moving averages cross bullishly underneath price. There were a lot of calls for, this is bearish. Tom, you're so dumb. You don't even know charts. Look at the death cross that happened here with these moving averages. Price went up. This means price is going to go down. Well, here we are. We are now working on our, third complete week in Bitcoin. Yeah, it didn't go back any farther. Since the cross. And what have we seen? We have seen green candles at the moment. And overnight, last night, we did reach 64.7, coming just shy of August 19th's high and just shy of a higher high on this chart for the first time since March. Not really a gloat, but just, oh, did you, I really just wanted to do this. Oh, did you get bearish on the cross? Did you sell your Bitcoin at the low because of the bullish cross? All right, I'm done. This channel's not about ragging on people, but there it is. And if you add the 20 and 50 to the weekly chart as well, you got some spice here. Got some very spicy spice. September's low now in hindsight showing us support was found on the 50 weekly moving average. That continues up into the 55Ks now this week, and the 20 weekly sitting just under this current weekly candle, just under today's low. It's like 62.8, something like that. What I like here, it has a few things, has a few points. Let's throw in the Bollinger Bands. What I like here, weekly candle again in September. We did this in August, so take it with a grain of salt, closing above the 20 weekly. This is the middle Bollinger Band. And when we touch the top or the bottom of the bands, we typically look for a return to the, I'll call it the basis line, or the 20 weekly right here. The close above is a great sign. What we don't want to see this weekend or this week is extended trading underneath this price. Again, that's 62.8, 62.7. We don't want to see trading underneath there. And in fact, I'd prefer if we just didn't go under there at all. The longer we stay above the 20 weekly, the more, or the more intensely, the top of these bands call price. And that's sitting at 71.6. That actually reminds me, let's go zoom out a little bit more because we have more to talk about. It's never over. Our quarterly Q3 of this entire year summarized in one tiny doji candle right in front of us. We have 7 days and 7 hours to go, and it's, man, we are right here. It is, can't stop it. It's coming. Since the open of this quarter, I have been making the call that I think we see 71.2, or essentially the previous quarter open, 71.230. For 3 months, minus 7 days now, I have been calling for 71.2. It has not looked like it was coming. And now with 7 days left, the market seems to be shuffling around, reorganizing, flipping some very big time frames. And I think it's on the table, boys. We may see 71.2 by the end of September. I want to maybe I should just make this call. I think we see 71.2 by the end of September at this rate. We had a strong week last week, coming on in to the end of September here. Everybody was bearish on September at the start. It's the most bearish month in Bitcoin, blah, blah, blah. We're going to go down. Not so much at this point. We have a higher low. That candle flipped green, closing September above 59,000. Going to give us a green monthly candle. We've already tested August's open, literally on the wick last night. We tested it. A little bit more, bulls. Just a little bit more. You got it. You can do it. You can do it. So that's like my 7-day prediction. I think we're seeing 71.2. Maybe I'm wrong. Been wrong before, but I think it. I feel it in my bones. Going down to the day, we have some very important stuff to talk about. Very, very important stuff to talk about. Back in August, we tested the 200-day higher low, put in a higher high, tested it again and rejected. Again into a higher low, and now we have crawled back up. Here's what I like. I like multiple tests of this moving average. A 200-day giving us blue balls here, but we don't care. We'll sit through. Now we have tested 1, 2, 3, 4 times in the last 5 days. Resistance is weakening at this point. Each time we test it. With our higher high today, bulls are in control, at least in this week so far, despite the red candle. If we close our day above the 200 week at any point, whether that be today or even into this week or even the last day of September, I think we're going to that 71.2 quickly. Here is something really cool about this climb. Also, this is kind of just a chart nerd perspective. I don't know how much value there is here, but I'm geeking out about it. I love the move up through these moving averages. Almost every single one, the 20, not as much, but almost every single one provided resistance on the way up and then support on the way down. We saw resistance like at the 50, back to the 20, to the 100, back to the 50. Now we've moved to the 200, reminder, for the third time on high time frames. We moved to the 200. What would the next logical move be? Well, following what we have seen since early September, a move back to the 100. Remember, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance, support, question mark, right? 61,000. That will be where I'm looking in this week if we do see downside, if today loses that upward momentum, if this red creeps into the chart more. I'm going to be looking for that 60K back test. It would almost be too perfect. Honestly, like I wouldn't trust it almost because Bitcoin rarely is this well behaved. I kind of have a hunch that we don't test it. Or if we do test it, that maybe the rally is done on a shorter time frame. But looking really strong here. I wouldn't be dissuaded by the red candle at this point. Looking back, each day we have touched the 200, and even Saturday when we didn't, we have seen low wicks on the day or intraday. The candle by the end of why it wrapped up 8 p.m. East, whatever, 0 UTC, we've seen that candle flip green, kind of baiting in bears, saying, look, there's that 200. We know you want to short it. You can short it. Look, oh, it's selling off. Nope, picking it back up. So that would be a pretty basic way to observe price action here. However, what else are we getting into? What do we got? However, let's see. RSI up, a little bear div on our day if we don't continue the rally. Money flow on the day coming on up into green, momentum giving us a red dot. This is a very conflicted daily candle right now with the higher high that extends all the way through September. We have a higher high in this monthly candle today. Yet we have this red money flow coming up, red dot. Man, it's like everything is battling it out here. I think this is the most important price on the chart. If I haven't made that clear over the last God knows how many weeks, this is the line in the sand for me. If we reject from the 200 and we trade down below to new September lows or even into next month, I think we have more downside ahead of us into the end of the year, but that is not the side I'm on yet. I remain bullish, especially with how strong price is appearing to be up here at this critical level. I want to go as far as to say, I don't see really any other upside critical levels in our way. Of course, we can point to the all-time high and say, well, 74, likely to find profit takers there, likely to see some red. Yes. However, I don't think that is really going to be the issue. If we can retake the 200, I think we continue this rally up. This is just another kind of example of this bull run being different. Hopefully that's a good thing. Oh, wait, this is the 12 hours. Like, well, we're already above the 200. Let's go. Bull run being different, spending some time under the 200 day. To put that in perspective, we did the exact same thing last summer, and the timing is like something written out of a conspiracy book, like handbook. Like it's wild. Throughout August, September, we stayed below the 200. In early October, we tested it and finally broke through by mid-October, and that is almost exactly a year ago. When you look at this timing, it seems as if that's the direction we're going. To my knowledge, Bitcoin has never spent time underneath the 200 day while in a bull run, but clearly that broke here last year. After summer was over, we went to a new all-time high. We never really retraced. We never went lower. We never made a lower low under the 200. I think we just have a different kind of energy or a different kind of momentum with Bitcoin. And nobody knows, let's be honest. No one knows what that means for the future. That could be more bullish than we expect. That could be more bearish than we expect. I don't know. But I am going to be here with you live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, every single week, just as we have been for 5 years full-time on YouTube now. So I wish it was above the 200 right now. I'd be so much more jazzed. I'd be all kinds of jazzed. I'd be yelling. I'd be hyping it up. That's okay. Let's go back to our analysis from, was it Friday? Let's go back to our analysis from Friday. We did some live trades, and I will update you on them very quickly here. Very, very quickly. You guys saw me place these. The short that I had placed obviously got stopped out yesterday at some point. The long, however, hung on by just a thread, by a few dollars, $49.90. Long still open. I haven't picked a take profit target, but maybe I should do that right now. Let's just do, I'll do it later. I'm not gonna do it right now. But I might look if we can retake this 200 for that 71.2 target. I do have some bigger trades open on other exchanges. This is 𝐂𝐴X, by the way. 𝐂𝐴X is an exchange I've been using recently. They seem legit. They seem good. I know the guy. He's a big wig there. Used to be my affiliate manager somewhere else. Every exchange has risk, guys. Remember, don't keep assets on exchange that you're not trading. Don't hold on exchanges. But I've been enjoying it. I've been enjoying this exchange. I've been enjoying the experience. So it wasn't a big position, but it is up, what, 3%, Man, this is way less volatile than I thought. I thought we had seen more price action moves. I'm just digging it. Like, if you get one thing from this stream and the analysis today, it's look at this down on the hour with the 200 daily moving average on top. Look at how little selling, how little price is pushed down after testing that 200. This is not the case the last few times we tested it, and I'm bullish. I know, in a shocking statement, Tom Crown is bullish. Don't tell anybody. I don't want people to know that it's too personal. Look at these volume candles too on the hour. You can see volume pushing right up into that 200. We even had a nice volume candle above 200. Interesting, that didn't continue. Maybe the market got a little too overheated here. But talking about our analysis from Friday, while we were live, price was looking to break down. There's an example of a call that wasn't right. Price was looking to break down. I opened a short. It got stopped out for like $1 loss. But during the live, we saw this hourly candle print. We had broken our lows. We had traded significantly below them, yet by the end of the hour, it closed green. And that was the signal. And you saw me do it live. I said, I might just FOMO along in right now. I like this candle. This is looking like a liquidity sweep. And it did play out that way. It did play out that way. We never broke that low. We got these beautiful wicks yesterday into that high. And now here we are, 63.2. Hovering. Is that right? Hovering just below the red week and red day line, 63.5. Of course, your week and your day are going to be the same color because there's only this day in the week so far. All of this price action has taken place between that 200 daily moving average and the quarter, the green quarter price, 62.7. This has been on our radar for a while. I do like the consolidation above. I like the higher high. I'll admit the price action right now could take it or leave it. I wanted this to be a green stream, but we don't always get what we want. Let's go down to really low time frames here. So for today, weird. Look at these 1 minute candles. Incredibly sideways. Are they popping with volume? Nah, no volume. Trading sideways now after falling from our intraday high. That 1 minute maybe slowly rolling over. I don't trust the 1 minute for anything anyway. 5 coming up. Little divergence here on our low. I think we can see a return to 63.5 just based on this during the live stream, but let's keep looking. 10 minutes slowly rolling over as well. That lines up with the 5. Let me show you what I'm looking at here on the 5. We had a money flow low earlier today that got rejected as it became green. I'm looking for a higher low and for this to roll over into some upside price action at some point today. When you go into the 10 minute, you see that same kind of sickness, these higher lows, money flow trending towards that 0 line, and that does line up with the 5. So let's go to the 15. Not quite as bullish, my friend. 15 getting very close to uncomfortable here. Very, very close to uncomfortable. 30 minute. Really low time frames. I'm seeing some upside, and then into the hours, not quite as much. So let's throw a fib on our local price action. It's like intra-hour price action right here. Yeah, and there's your 618 right up at that green week and day. All right. I'm not going to like put a trade or an arrow yet because I haven't really aligned my compass. I have not looked at many charts this weekend, but we do have some altcoins we're about to jump into. Let me just finish up my little top, I guess, bottom up analysis. Giggity. Yeah, man, these hours. 30 minute into the hour, not looking quite as good. 2 hour, almost the exact opposite of what I said about the 5 minute. You have a money flow high. It came down. Now maybe you're looking at a lower high and a rollover. Not really what I wanted. Not really what I want. I want to be 100% bullish. There's still time. 4 looking a lot like the 2. 2 hours and 35 minutes to close. Looks like you're teasing or at least threatening a bearish engulf in an order block painted right at that green week and day line. Boo. Absolute boo. Look at the 4 hour actually, just real quick, something to observe. Look at these lows at that quarterly open. 62.7. Look at the hour. Wick. close above, wick up. Man, typically I wouldn't like this price action, or I'd view this price action as bearish, right? Because our highs were coming down. We had retested support many times. We'd look for that to break, but this is a pretty intense fake out of that price action, of that whole weekend consolidation. This is pretty intense. There were absolutely trades caught off sides here. And when trades are caught off sides, that makes me even more bullish, even more bully. Yuck. Yucky 12-hour Darth Maul candle, 12-hour rolling over. Man, I feel so conflicted. Probably should have done some more homework before I started the live, but that's okay. We've got a lot of stuff ahead of us. I think I got through this intro in record time. Appreciate you putting up with it. We've got AAVE hidden targets. We're going to look at that first. IMX pulling up. Big gains. Render finally looking healthy here on our trade. SUI. I've got some updates for SUI here. Got some updates, so stay tuned for that. If we have time to look at FTM, maybe some other things. I have Bitcoin dominance pulled up. We're definitely actually going to look at that quick. We're going to look at dominance quick and total crypto market cap, because it's interesting. I'm seeing a divergence on total versus Bitcoin, which we haven't really seen in a while. So I find that interesting. But before I get into dominance, total, the altcoins, all, ooh, wow, interesting closing that week. Before I get into that, let's rev up the crowd. Let's see who's here. I'm going to turn on some tunes. I'm going to gently remind you guys, if you haven't hit that like button or subscribed yet, do it now. Like Draxon Z44. What's up, my brother? How you doing, man? Pulling up the live chat. I want to know who's here. I'm also going to publish right now. I'm going to publish the short stream. So if you get a notification, stay here unless you're on a mobile phone. If you're on mobile, you can go to the mobile stream. Powering that up. What's up, boys? Pulling up the chat. We got 400 or 500 viewers. Not bad. Not bad. Thought today would be spicier than it was, but I appreciate everyone who tuned in. Let me pull up the chats. There it is. Short stream is live. I see you. I see you. So what's good, my friends? You're here, Greg. I see you. Rigo, what's up, brother? Over 400 peeps. Only 28 likes. That's not right. That can't be right. Right? Nah, we got 141 likes. Got to refresh. Sometimes you got to refresh. What's up, Skip Factor? Tomo Waza. Look at your altcoin. Look at your poop. People tune in every day and ask me to look at their crap. It's a life. What's up, Motherships NFT? DY or invest or pack. Chart goes up each year. Bulls earn, just hold, profit without fear. Some wise words. Wise words. Let's go, Wick, man. How you doing? Randy Source. Yeah, I was up early. They're doing construction outside. What's up, Rhino Oleghany? Stoby 36. Pickle Rick. I'm Pickle Rick. Pickle and Pickle Rick here. Lots of pickles in the chat. Let me know if the volume's too loud or too low. Actually, I think it's too low. Turn it up just a hair here. Just a little tunes in the background for a Monday. What's up, Brandon Keys? Patrice Gport. How y'all doing over there on the short stream? Good to see everybody. Justin Machek. Thorough technical analysis on the net. I try, my friend. I do. Goods. Good. What's up, Silas? What I think of coin? We could take a look at coin today. I haven't actually peeked to that chart in a bit. Sunchips, my guy. How you doing? You got that notification? Right on, Foxy. Good to see you. Crypto Broski. Monkey Duck EXC. I don't know what you're talking about, man, but welcome. Nate Dog Roth. Pennyways. Who else is here? CJ Up and Run. Barbaric Puma. My main man. Can we look at your crap, please? I'll look at your crap. You just send me a picture of the stool in the toilet. Please don't include an image of yourself with it. I don't need to know. Patrick Power, smash that like. Wise, my friend Patrick. What are you guys looking at today? I went through the charts that have caught my eye over the weekend. What am I missing? We can crowdsource this. What's up, Tony? How you doing, man? Todd. Picogram. Interesting comment. The Antichrist's mark of the beasting equipment is on the back of his wrist, and the mark of the beast's you during handshake of your right wrist. Why? Very, very deep. Very deep, my friend. What's up, Mortiman, Crypto Military Vet, Brendan? You guys are over on the short stream, along with Jen Will, PAL entries. It's weird. You guys get notifications for the short stream, but then not the main stream. I don't understand. I guess you guys are just rebels. Jam Opus, Pepe, DGB at 11 sats. DGB. I feel like you've been watching the longest horse race. Dude, this is the never-ending horse race. SUI, Blub. SUI is main meme coin, Brian. Never heard that before. What's up, Adam Buzzard? Good to see you, my friend. Been a while. Mikhail, can we do Sol? We'll look at Sol. We're going to look at SUI, Nate. You got it. What's up, Hari? Not. Tim Crown, Bobby Digital. Sounds like a handsome guy. I never met him. Bitcoin Black Belt looking at Near. Wick looking at Turbo. I closed Turbo, but I can reopen it. What do I think about Polygon since the upgrade? How you doing, Harley? What even was the upgrade? At this point in my crypto career, I'm so over hearing about coins upgrades. Like, the coin is going to do better now. And this is like nothing. This doesn't ever seem to matter. We can look at the chart, though. It's been a bit. What's up, M4th? Boop. Am I a fan of shipping? I don't know what shipping is. Ship posting? Yes. What's up, T&D Tesla? Good to see you, dude. ADA Ace. Who did I miss? All set. RPod. Black Cat Cometh. Brandon Keys. Brendan Orban. Brian Vaughn. What's up, man? Bullish Mike. Christopher Stars. Coden. Crypto Broski. Crypto Dave. Crypto Sharknado. How you doing, brother? I know you're looking at something. Dom. Fett. 4130. Food is Life. Who else did I miss? Har. XY. X2Y. J-Rod. JPP. PAP. Josh Kennington. Crypto Junkie. Kato Eno. How you doing? Larry Crane. Maurice Andrea. Mikkel Student. Mike Volmer. I saw you at the start of the stream. Good to see you, man. Who did I miss? I think that's pretty good. You get everybody? I don't do them by order of importance, just so you know. You're all important. What's up, Raymond K? I see you. Tony, up and run. Wick. God. Derek Merrill over on the short stream. You know you can watch both streams at once for Streamception. Chainlink lagging. We had a great trade on Chainlink. Maybe we can take an update on it. How's that sound? How's that sound? What's up, 3V4179? Great name. Billy Bullish. Who did I miss over on the shorty? Patrice. I got Patrice. Shawan 1000. What's up? Vios Com 2. All right, I got everybody. I think that's almost everybody, right? Almost everybody. I'm doing my best. Vertical stream. Yeah. It's Bitcoin time, boys. For everybody tuning in here on the short stream and the main one, make sure you smash the like, subscribe. Join the fam, join the Discord, discord.gg/TomCrown. You know the deal. If you subscribe during the live, you'll see this magical interactive counter in real-time updates. So I highly recommend you give it a try. It's very fun. Let me look at dominance, and we'll take a peek at some of the stuff you guys are looking at. How's that sound? How's that sound? Dom, my guy, becoming a member. Enjoy those emojis, my friend. Let's take a look at dominance. This is one of the most important charts in crypto right now. People want to know how or when do I know to buy alts? Alts have not been performing great, but when, Tom? Is there a price? Is there a time? There is a guide. That guide may possibly be signaling, we'll see actually in a week, may be signaling that it's time or close to time. Bitcoin dominance. Why do we look at Bitcoin dominance? Well, we have seen one cycle with Bitcoin dominance, maybe two. And in both examples, in both of the previous cycles, dominance has been the most valuable tip-off as to when to enter alts or when to make new alt positions. There's not a lot of history, but the best one would be January of 21. Bitcoin dominance hit like a multi-year high. Hadn't been that high since 2017. Giggity, me neither. After that, it fell into the bull run. It's interesting. It's interesting because arguably the bull run, in my opinion, began like October of 2020. Something down here. Saw a little pullback, a higher high, and then a fall. I'm looking for something similar. Now, it doesn't have to be a higher high like this. It doesn't have to have this big dip. What I'm looking for is a big green dominance candle that capitulates, that gets sold all the way off. And the reason this is a great tool for alts and when to time positions is that it's kind of irrespective of individual charts, prices, and values. So instead of tracking a bunch of different coins and their values and when to enter them, when not to enter them, blah, blah, we can basically simplify that by saying As long as dominance is climbing, we may not be looking for all positions. And as soon as it begins to show weakness, we may look to enter them. And that timing alone, I think, will outgain almost any other way of looking at this. It was incredibly successful through the last few cycles. Whether it will be this cycle or not, we'll find out as we continue. But you can notice there's something missing here. There's something missing, right? So wait a minute. Bull run started back here in the previous cycle. We moved high. We fell. The thing that's missing. Crap, I just lose my train of thought. The thing that's missing, I would say one, we don't see many retraces, which is weird. I guess maybe not missing, but the thing to pay attention to is the Bitcoin dominance train left the station back in September of 22. We broke all-time high in March before the halving around here. So why do these look different? Well, dominance might be saying we haven't reached the full bull yet. And the next chart we look at will back this up, total crypto market cap. We haven't reached the full bull yet. It's interesting because Bitcoin broke its all-time high before this happened. Not too much before. And then this pretty much instantly started. Like we hit the all-time high, dominance fell. This time we've hit the all-time high or new all-time high. Dominance hasn't fallen. So we have a different dynamic going on here. Many analysts, myself included, were looking for dominance to top out at 60%. And this was all the way back in like 2021, 2022, right? This was a while ago. Now that we're here, I have a hunch that maybe we actually see it move higher than 60%. The percent itself doesn't really matter. Yeah, but as soon as we see this start to be weak, and so when I pulled this up, I said, well, that's not great. Last week closed pretty crappy for dominance, especially looking at the prior week. We had this beautiful green candle with very little wick, one-sided price action, very trend indicative. And last week or on Sunday, the weekly candle for dominance after hitting a higher high sold off and closed red with this Darth Maul bearish shooting star, whatever you want to call it. This could be, and we're only really going to know this in hindsight, or maybe if we see this really dump this week, this could be the first sign of weakness that we've been looking for. I don't want to call it early because there's been a few times, right, where we could have said, dominance is weak, right? Back here in May. We could have even said it back here in January as it fell bearish engulfed, but it continued its climb back up. So I'm not going to say it yet, but I will say that candle is something to pay attention to. Over the course of this week and probably into the end of the month, what dominance does here is going to be one of the most valuable tools or valuable tips that we can get in crypto. If it's simply, I don't know, falls, let's say falls, hits the trend it's been in, bounces back up and continues, well, we got skunked. And that's why I don't want to call it too early. However, if it falls and closes down here, let's say under 56% on like a week or the month, we may have alt season, and that may usher in what people would consider the full bull, right? The real bull market. I've been calling bull market since January of 23. However, Bitcoin in a bull market, the rest of the crypto space, not yet. And you can see that here on the total crypto market cap. This is a chart of all cryptos combined into one chart and their market caps. And we can see here that we actually have not broken November 21's high, the previous bull market high. Despite Bitcoin moving higher, we do not see a new all-time high on total. And when we look at our chart on the month, we can even spot and say, man, that resistance was almost too clean. That was the monthly close from 2021 at the all-time high. And since we have retraced, if you look at this chart and you spend time studying it, you'll see that it is commonly a very clean chart. It doesn't have kind of the fake outs or the false signals as much as Bitcoin or any other given chart does. The low of total was the previous all-time high almost to the T. So while we wait, we're looking for two things, especially for alts. We're looking for dominance to show weakness, and we are looking for total crypto market cap to move back or even better, break its all-time high. The combination of those two instruments is going to be, without a doubt, the most valuable signal you can get. Really quick, last thought on dominance. So one thing I wanted to include here, where I said, okay, I was looking for 60, but since, I don't know, it's like 2021, 2022, I've changed my mind a little bit. I have a hunch that we're going to see higher, and there are some mechanics at play here that would be an excuse or would be a reason that this might happen. Everyone has really pictured dominance as a chart that only goes down over time, and that makes sense. It started at 100% when Bitcoin was the only crypto, and since then it has to have moved down as new cryptos have entered the space. And until recently, people really never expected this to ever set higher highs. I might have been one of the first people to be like, I think we might come up to like 73, 74, maybe see a higher high before the fall. And the reason, or the narrative that might back this, is institutional, ETF, institutional money. So it's not that institutional money doesn't like alts or whatever. I don't think they really care. But a lot of this price action, I will even say, I think that this steep decline in dominance was a direct result of money rotating from Bitcoin, broke its all-time high, into higher risk, higher potential return assets. It was a very fluid thing to be able to do in 2021. Bitcoin pairs for coins were very commonplace on every exchange. Those don't exist as much anymore. So that is kind of a bottleneck of capital rotating from Bitcoin to alts in of itself. But there's an even more powerful one. I said institutional money I don't think is going to rotate in the same way. And that is because it is literally stuck. It doesn't have that fluidity or the kind of efficiency to move between Bitcoin and alts as it did before, because these ETFs don't have an ability to liquidate into another asset other than cash. Yes, you could sell Bitcoin ETF and buy something else, another platform, but we're talking about efficiency. I think that steep decline was due to how easy it was to do then, and that's really not on the table in the same way. It would not surprise me to see this continue up. So is it time to buy alts? I don't think quite yet, but it is always coming. We're always getting closer to that beautiful alt time. All right, that was a long rant. I didn't mean to rant that long. Back to the corn. I'm going to go back to the chat with y'all. But corn, since I was ranting, has moved, I guess, a little bit like the way we thought. I wasn't quite ready to say I think we're going to 63.5 during the live. Wasn't quite ready. Let's see if that's changed. But I did see on low time frames reason that we would have some kind of upside action. Unfortunately, I did not see that extend out into, let's say, hours or even 30 minutes. We didn't have quite that same momentum. Let's see if anything's changed. Not really. I don't have a greater confidence that today will hit a higher high. Not today. Certainly could. But at the moment, I don't have a reason for it. Let's put in this. Let's put in high. Nice. I don't have a reason for it at this moment. Our close, we got 15 minutes, 16 minutes on this hour. Do you guys see this? So this is the hour before we went live. Here's the hour we went live. I said this to you guys who were chilling in the chat before. 1 p.m. East might be the worst time to stream the charts. It seems to be like the lunch break for this chart. We've been live almost an hour. Look at this candle. It has moved 0.01%. Jeez. That's all right. We make it fun here. We keep it spicy. You know, I'm going to get rid of this arrow. Not as confident now. Let's see. I do have a poll going. Let me turn to the chat. I do have a poll going. So tomorrow I'm going to publish a new lesson in our free trading course. If you haven't checked it out, it's on this channel. There's no paid version. I put this out here because, like I said at the beginning of the stream, I want you guys to succeed. I don't want to gatekeep knowledge, even if that means I make money, right? I apparently hate money. We'll see. I want you to vote. We got 350 votes here. We have 4 videos that we could possibly publish. All 4 are done. We have a supply and demand video. We have a break of structure and a change of character video. That's the BOSCHOCH. Optimal trade entry, which is like a fib related video. And then we have a video dedicated more to confluence and creating higher probability trade setups. Whatever you guys vote for, that's the one we'll publish tomorrow. So take a moment, get your opinion in. It matters. If you're on the short stream, I'm sorry, you can't see this. You can't see this, the poll. You might have to come over to the mainstream. But give it your opinion. It matters here. And while you're at it, why don't we just hit a bunch of these placebo buttons? Aren't they fun? Bitcoin's not moving. Maybe it'll get it moving. All right, turning my attention back to the chat. What's the mainstream, Samuel? On the channel. We have 2 simultaneous live streams on YouTube at the exact same time. I know. It's mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. You go to the channel page. This is a good practice. Go to the channel page. You'll see 149 viewers. This is our short stream for the phones. This is the main stream. It's got almost 500. If you're on a phone, yeah, go to this one. If you're on anything else, go to this one. And while you're on the channel page, go to the playlists. Go to Full Trading Course for Beginners. Are you trading based on price action? And you can see the free trading course I was just talking about. There's like 20... I guess we'll publish the 22nd episode tomorrow. 22nd. Pretty good. But we have 4 of them. So technically we have 25 done. Nice. We're getting it. Simulstream, simulcast. Hype. Right on. What's up, Joe C? You're looking at 𝐂𝐡. Sidious, says Raymond. You should stream the FOMC each time. Stream at FOMC time each time. Funny, Christopher. FOMC time is like 1 o'clock. But it's only once a month. YouTube was like, you're doing great. Your views are up. And I looked and it was like more details. And it was just the FOMC stream. And it's like, make more content like this. And I was like, great advice, YouTube. I will call up 𝐿 right now and I will have him do 2 FOMCs a month. That'll be good. Hello, sir. You're from India. Salute to all of our Indian friends. Love to see. It seems like India as a country has just taken off in the trading space over the last 2 years. More and more every single month, that percentage of viewers from India climbs slowly. When I started streaming 5 years ago, it was virtually 0%. Shout out to you guys. Getting learnt, not burnt. I love it. Relaxing. What do I think about 𝐂𝐡's Telegram airdrop? This is the first I've ever heard of it. I'm very skeptical of Telegram airdrops in general. Just be careful not to get scammed. What's up, Xavier? Consolidating. Yeah. Aaron says yes. Brian. Sui, much better. You're missing the spice on LAI. What is that, Justin King? Because you're a G here, I might pull it up for you. We have some good charts to look at, though. Bitcoin is being a C word here. 𝐿𝐴vE is not speaking this week, YouTube. I know, I told YouTube that. They're like, no, make more content like that. I didn't ask about that. I didn't ask you if he was speaking. I said make more content about it. LAI are running too. All right, we can take a look at this. This is a really old chart. Clearly, we were looking for 618 retracement. This chart has to be maybe since March, April. We'll take a look. We'll take a peek, but we've got more else to look at first. Get learned, not burnt. Sacred, man. That's our motto, or it has been. I haven't put it out much lately. Get learned, not burnt. I made it up. Let's look at AAVE. Let's look at AAVE. I got a few runners I want to look at, but if you guys got spicy charts, I want to look at them. I accidentally turned AAVE to the 4-week time frame. I'm not sure I've ever looked at the 4-week time frame, but why I'm here, I don't know. Remember, this is just a good little rant opportunity. Is when you find yourself on a weird time frame, take a peek. Take a peek at it. All time frames are valid. There is no such thing as a time frame that is not valid. And I will extend that out another step. Every time frame is valid proportionate to the amount of time it is. So the 1 second, not as valid as the minute not as valid as the 5 minute, 5 minute not as valid as the hour not as valid as the day is a week, week is a month, whatever. They're all valid. It's wild to think that all these shifting parts at the same time are moving, yet they all somehow align into the same path. It's mind-blowing. We had some really, really solid calls on AAVE. Let's take a peek at what's going on. Maybe not on the 4-week time frame, though. Why not? I'm here. That looks very bullish. We might be the first people to ever see this. I don't know who's looking at 4 weeks on AAVE. Money flow coming back up, VWAP up, momentum at a higher high for a big time frame. That is meaningful. That is significant. Momentum picking up over the last 8 weeks here on MACD. Cool, cool, cool. What I meant to do though is go to the month. Let's go to the month. Actually, we're gonna go farther out because we got the quarter closing at the same time as the month. Kind of wish Bitcoin's quarter looked like this. Beautiful bullish engulf here with very, very, very high confidence that it closes bullish engulfed. We only have 7 days, 7 hours in this quarter. It's trading at 175. Bullish engulf is at 128. Nothing is guaranteed, but that is a very good bet that we close above 128. Closing above here with this bullish engulf is going to be a signal to the market that it's looking for continuation to the upside. And on the quarterly time frame, we can just look over to the left and say, where did price reverse last? I would say 250. Surprisingly or unsurprisingly, that is a line on our chart from the monthly time frame up here. 250 as resistance. We do see probably from the month down here 200, both good targets. Let's go down to that month quick. We're not going to spend forever on all the charts like this, but I'm just in the zone. I'm in the zone. There's 206. Comes from right here in April 22. Last month closed above. Damn, I wish Bitcoin was doing this. Closed above March's high, and we've had continuation. Is now up 34% on the month after closing 20% the month prior, 10% the month before that. And if you measure it from the low, it's actually up 150%. That's hella good. At this point, I don't see a reason that this will stop until it hits 206. Doesn't mean only up, doesn't mean it can't retrace, but looking on the monthly time frame, this is inefficient market price action. The first point of efficiency is at 206. That's probably where we're looking. If this week, let's say this week into the end of September, into the end of Q3, Bitcoin rips, hits 71.2, I would expect AAVE to be somewhere in that $200 range. Somewhere. Let's look at the week here. And again, I'm jealous of AAVE. The 200 week, I guess it was below it. Bitcoin's at the 200 day. I'll wait. Just closed over the 200 week. That is incredibly bullish. It's putting on more upside here. I like it. Let's look at our indicators. Money flow blasting. Blasting on the week. I don't see exhaustion yet. You do have the threat of bearish divergence here. No, maybe not. Slightly higher RSI high. Slightly higher price. Never mind, you don't have that. You don't have that at all. End of the day. This thing is just ripping. Absolute ripping. In the last stream, or maybe in the stream before, we looked at AAVE and we said, okay, I see a chart that's testing resistance. I'm seeing 150 hit, retrace to a higher low. That higher low bounced perfectly off its previous resistance. It moved back to that resistance, did a very similar move, and we looked to take a long from here, which money in the bank, 27% gain on that long from 135 to 172. Well done. We came up, tested it again. Let's see. Over the weekend, broke through, and now we're looking for our, I'll call it shorter term or interim price targets. We've created these through a very simple method of using our fib tool, connecting our initial swing high to swing low, and looking at our 1618 right here, and 2 Fibonacci extension targets. Boom, boom. That gave us 172 to 189. We got the breakout, and now here we are hanging out in that box. While I do think we see 206, I think going long right now is a bad idea. Sorry to burst your bubble, guys. Longing the top of green candles is dangerous. It's a dangerous game that really only ever plays out when shit's really, really bullish. Money flow on the day, higher high, momentum, higher high. I like what I'm seeing. Here's what I would look for. So I cautioned you, tops of green candles, not the play, right? That's just not how we trade. Everybody trades different. You can do whatever you want. I'm just showing you how I might approach this. I think if you missed the trade at 134, you may still have a shot right back here at 150. I think I even talked about that on Friday. Price very commonly will move to these 1618 targets and then just move right back down to that previous high as support and then move to the 2. We see this happen a lot. Now, I don't see rejection yet on AAVE. We may end up seeing it move right to 189. Likely then the back test will sit at 172. It's a dangerous game. As price moves up, it becomes higher and higher risk to long with the trend, to go long. You've missed more and more of it as time goes on, and you're taking higher risk for a smaller reward when you're looking at green candles. The same is true with red candles. When price has fallen significantly, you are taking a higher risk for a less reward by shorting after price has gone down. Very simple. Very simple. Damn, this daily candle though, bro. 7%, like again? I don't even know if I have AAVE, to be honest. If I do, it's very small. 4 hours, still looking uppy. I think this is still gonna go up today. What do you think, chat? What about Sol long? We'll look at Sol, don't worry. Don't worry, we always look at Sol. What do you think, chat? Put a 1 in chat if you think AAVE is going to break high again today. I don't think the high's in for this. Looking at this hourly, like this is what I want on Bitcoin. I was complaining earlier. Hour, higher high on money flow. Let's go. That's a nice little continuation. RSI is janky. This is maybe the only bearish thing I've seen so far. This is kind of weird. Seeing taps up here to overbought that get rejected. I'd feel more comfortable if it was higher up there in the overbought. We do have a very local retracement going on here. Let me check those ones quick. Why can you guys not see these candles? Am I blind? I am blind. That's why I wear sunglasses. Because I'm blind. Ray Charles or whatever. Wow, that is killing my eyes. I'm going to get rid of this box. Hold up. What? Oh, there's many of them. That's why it was so hard to see. Got it. We do have a little local swing high to swing low. Let's throw our fib on it. Let's see if it lines up. Not really. Not really enough for confluence, but I'll take it. I'll say that this move even is suggesting our top target, our 2 measured move up here at 190. This would be a great place to take profit. Honestly, so is 172 if you open at 130. Reminder though, you don't have to all in, all out with positions. I'm taking this terminology from the TradFi guys I've been hanging out with in the mornings on Twitter Spaces. Trimming. 172, good trim spot. 189, good trim spot. If I had a position, I don't know, it's like a $100 position, maybe I trim $20 of it here. 20 at 190, 20 at 206. I still have 40 left for a 250. Maybe I take 20 there and I leave 20 to ride, right? Take your principal out is always the smartest trading. Get your principal out, keep a position open with house money, and live a happy life, honestly. That's my best advice to anyone. AAVE. Got a 1? Not a lot of 1s. What's up? Ben, I appreciate you, Ben. Like the only one who put a 1. Nobody else thinks it's going higher. Crypto Sharknado put a 2. Psh. Is it DGen Monday? Nah. AAVE, I don't know if it's DGen or not. We've been following this. It's been doing great. So it is what it is. We got more alts to look at. Hold up. Put user in timeout. Timeout, Streamlabs. He's fibbing. I'm always pulling the fibbins. What's up, Frankie Plays? I see you, brother. $150, Justin King. That's what I said. That's where I'd be looking if I was looking for a position. Previous resistance tested as support would be a great entry. No guarantee it comes, but it'd be a great entry. Higher time frame. AAV isn't DGen. Fair enough. Over on the short stream, what's up, GT Nuts, Owls Pond, Christopher Abbott, Frankie Plays, I got you, 𝐂𝐻𝐴𝐻 Ali, Million, and myself. Not so popping over there. Get it popping over there on the short stream. Good trade on AR. What is AR? Which AR? You have a good trade. Or we did a good trade. I don't know about that. I wouldn't say that quite yet. We can look at AR. We got more alts to look at though. You can only find a video back to 2019. What day did I start in 2017? No. We started this channel in 2019. 2019. It was June, May, June, June-ish, June 2019. 5 years on YouTube, baby. 5 years. You know what is one of my favorite things, guys? Just real quick side note, we'll get back to some more charts. Watch this. If you type in on Google, don't do this, but if you do, Tom Crown crypto scam. 5 years. 5 years on YouTube, guys. You type in Tom Crown crypto scam, even if you get rid of crypto, but if you do, then Tom Brady and shit shows up. Nothing. Nothing. Just tweets by me. Name one other YouTuber who, if you type in scam with their name, nothing shows up. There aren't many. Not a lot of us out there. I love that. 5 years strong. Doing my best for you guys. Doing my best for you guys. We'll do 5 more years here. That's right. You think AAVE will go sideways? Fair enough. Fair enough. We didn't get a lot of votes. Not a lot of 1s and 2s. It was weird. Thought we'd get more. The vote on tomorrow's published lesson. We got about 150 more votes. OTE is taking the lead. Supply and demand was winning. Interesting. There's still time for this to be mixed up, so keep voting. Insights for WLD. We could look at that probably. You're the only shiller here, Christopher? That's all right. I'm on YouTube with a bunch of shillers. You know, they're everywhere. You have a pitchfork method. You came up for spotting when bull potential will be back again. It's a powerful tool. I will admit I have not spent much time with the pitchfork. Personally. You're subscribed December 2nd, 2019. I used to hang out. In like streams and stuff before I started streaming. That's how I learned. Reefcoin says 𝐒𝐴𝐻 over and over and over again. Probably not. Hexologist Mitre. Fair enough. I've never done it. I've never looked up Mitre scam. Maybe I will after the live. You wish you started in 17. I wish I started before 17. I wish I started in 15. I wish I started in 13. I wish I started in 2009. I wish I was Satoshi. Spamming a ticker won't get it for you. Won't get it for you. Yeah, Sol. Let me pull up Sol. So we still have like more coins I haven't gone through that I was going to show you guys. Sol, I promised. Let's see. Let's see here. I love when the longs play out, man. I love when, like, we had been missing longs there through like April, May, June, and I was like, dude, maybe I shouldn't put as many because like keep losing. And now they're all coming back, boys. For the OGs of this channel, you know what that means. You know exactly what it means when my trades hit. Everybody else will learn soon enough. Solana, trade slapped 12%, not a huge one, from 126, only up to 144, looks like on Friday. Traded up to 152, it has now fallen back down. Solana does seem to be struggling a bit. Money flow on the day just rolled over, but momentum also seems to be rolling over. Let's see. Bear div on your highs. Oof. This actually looks kind of brutal, my friend. I was expecting it to look a lot better. Let's do what we should be doing with all these charts and look at them on the quarter. Solana quarter, not so sexy. Not so sexy at the moment. That can change. We had 144 as the entry, 146 being the quarter open. This is kind of the bare minimum target for Sol, in my opinion, to close out this quarter. 146. We're very, very close to it. It's possible that Solana is just going to trade sideways into the end of September after putting in some highs recently, maybe looking to close green and then having potentially a much stronger Q4. That'd be like my random hunch guess here. Get out of the month. Monthly candle leaves things to be desired, and it really drives home the importance of the 146 that we just looked at for the quarter. 144, and actually it's 146. Yikes. Close enough. Really drives it home here. You can see not only is that the difference between a green and a red quarter, which is a huge time frame, but closing below 146 is a close. Is not only a close below. You closed below 146 last month after breaking your range low. That would be a rejection from what was previously support on the month. That would not be good. Currently trading at 143. It really only needs $3, which is like 0.3%, right? 0.3, no, 3%, like a 3% move. Entirely possible. Even possible we see higher than that by the end of the month, but I don't want to see Solana lagging down here when those big time frame closes. When those big time frames close, that will not be good. The weekly does show us some upside room at 162 from August's high. We did close above 144 on the week. That's pretty good. Little green dot, money flow, higher low. Use our fib tool here for our local swing high and low. Didn't quite make 154. It does kind of look like what was, man, resistance. It was support. It was resistance. We broke it. It does look like this previous 144 is acting as support. But let me zoom in. Looks kind of bull flaggy. Music stopped. Let me turn it back on then. Yikes. I don't know. Are you guys bullish on Sol? What do you think? Are you bullish on Sol? I mean, in the next 7 days, not like overall. This is the next 7 days into September's close. What do you think? It has been a long sideways journey. That's what the rest of the space has seen. It's not unique to Solana. When I look at some other charts, SPX, ATA, see SolETH, that's Eric Carlson, you're a man of my own charts. When I look at some other charts that put Solana in a different perspective, for instance, measuring it against Ethereum, measuring it against Bitcoin, we do get some kind of different results here. Solana against Ethereum broke its all-time high December of 2023. And when that happened, we said, well, you have your fib tool, you have your swing high, your swing low, you've broken the high. So what do? We use the exact same analysis that we use for everything. We look for that 1618 in the measured move, the 2 target. I don't know about the flippening, but with pretty strong confidence, I do see Solana reaching half the market cap of Ethereum. This could happen this month. It could happen this year. It could happen next year, but it does seem to be on that trajectory. You've already broken the high. You've set higher highs and higher lows. It's kind of just waiting. I have had the speculation, because let's go to the Bitcoin pair. I've had the speculation, though, that might not be as bullish as it sounds. Follow me. The reason is if we look at 𝐿BTC, this is Sol BTC, but we look at 𝐿BTC, we see that Ethereum has really had a really crappy performance since 2022. Losing ground against Bitcoin very consistently month over month, like many things. And I speculate that the SolETH balance will be driven by Ethereum losing market share more so, not solely so, but more so than Solana gaining it. That's my hunch. You're welcome to disagree. When we look at Sol against Bitcoin, it's a different story. Sol against Bitcoin, not dropping like 𝐿BTC. It has moved up, and I don't know how to feel about it, honestly. You do have higher highs and higher lows, but you've retraced how much? You've retraced very deeply to the 786, and now you're just trading sideways. What I don't want to see is Solana closing candles against Bitcoin below its weekly support here, 002. I want to see that. It can wick, it can run liquidity and wick and then roll up, but I want to see weekly closes below there, and we need to see it reapproach. Interesting, March's high is when that happened. Reapproach March's high if it wants to make new all-time highs. I will caution you, there aren't many charts that make new all-time highs against BTC. Most coins make that big rip-in rally and then spend the rest of their lives, at least to this date, years later, knock on wood, trading below at lower highs, trading sideways. Solana may break that. There are some, but the examples are so few compared to how many coins there are and how many coins seemingly never broke their all-time high again. Is what it is. Is what it is. We looked at Sol, SolETH, Sol USD. What else should we look at? Bitcoin climbing really slowly, climbing to that green week and day 618 retracement. Check these low time frames. Minute actually shaping up here. Money flow hitting higher highs. RSI getting into overbought. That's what I like. 5 minute, exactly as we predicted earlier in the stream. We had our low. We were looking for a rollover, rejected. We were then looking for a higher low. We got it, and that 5 minute just rolled over. That's a rather bullish signal for this low time frame. While I can't say that'll bring us to the moon, I can say I think that makes the probability of actually testing 63.5 pretty good. Pretty good there. Shaping up. 15 minute actually got more bearish somehow. Started moving up and got more bearish. I don't really understand that. Uncommon. 30 minute green dot. We got higher low on momentum. This could be shaping up. I'm not convinced that we'll break 63.5 right here today, but I sure as hell would like to. What's up, Roro Crypto? We can look at render. Yeah, render was pulled up anyway. It was like next. What's up, Cloud Chaser? Dogs and BNB. BNB. Did BNB? I don't think BNB broke its all-time high in Bitcoin, but BNB is doing something here. Something we've been waiting for. Nah, it didn't break. Hold up. I'm going to turn the music back on. I need tunes. I need tunes on this quiet day. And I need your thumbs ups. I need your subscribes. Best gaming makes, but no, that's not copyright free. Here we go. I'll leave this on. This is something. Just noise to distract me. BNB didn't make an all-time high against Bitcoin recently. Interesting. BNB, though, did make an all-time high right at the bottom of the bear market. BNB showing strength against BTC when the market's bearish. And then kind of uncorrelated after that. Interesting. BNB is worth looking at. Faux show. Daily money flow just rolled over. Momentum rocketing. I have been saying for weeks, months, this entire year, BNB is a sleeper. BNB absolutely a sleeper. No one talking about it as it just floated up to a new all-time high in June. Fell back down. Retested some previous resistance as support. Now I think it's painting this inverse head and shoulders that we placed so long ago. So long ago. We'll see what happens at 162. If we can break 162, right back to all-time highs. Post haste. We're going to look at render, though. What's up? Who else is here? What's up, Hexologist? How you doing, man? I know you love your Hex. How's that doing? Saw me in Miss Randy's chat. Yeah, I love Randy. What's up, J Green Crypto? Oasis and Rose? Those are names. Those are old magic names, man. How many figures are in your bank account, TM? More than yours. That's all I'll say. You love to smash good, Christopher. JASMY asks Al's Pond. What's up, Connor? Andrew Sutherland. Can we looks at Andy on F? Andy, perhaps. Check AAVE, Martin Kirk. We did. We did. I think it's still going to move up today, which is wild. Wild. Check out Billy. You're new here? What's up, Steez? Gaming and betting. How you doing? You're over on the mobile stream, my friend. What's up, Bluff City? I see you. Brutal. Cloud Chaser. Who else is new? Liberty and Trust. Line in my pocket. What's up, man? LOL. Michael Backman. Good names. Mr. 100. Mr. Days. How you guys doing? Neil. Nick Otter. Petro. Philip J. Fry. Good names. Randy. How you doing, Randy? The 12th. Int. Queen. How you doing, Queen, over on the mobile stream? You can join us on the main one. We're about to look at render. We looked at AAVE. We looked at Solana. We looked at Bitcoin. We looked at Bitcoin dominance. We looked at total. We do work here. We get through them. Here is render. I will admit, I thought render was going to keep running after March. I did not expect it to fall this far after March, but ain't that just how it goes, right? Looking at the monthly, maybe we should look at the quarterly. Yep. We got to start all of our analysis today on the quarters because we have to remember that this massive time frame is closing. Not enough people are talking about this. This is so important. So important. Render battling it out for a red quarter right now. looking for 771 to flip that quarter green over the next 7 days, 6 hours. When you look at the quarter though, you can maybe derive some previous resistance at 461 that was tested in this quarter. Potentially this is a double bottom, like $4 between Q1 of this year and Q3 of this year. I want to see this close green, obviously, but it's just something to pay attention to. And of course, these big time frame flips should always be on the chart. You always want them on your chart. Price loves these big time frames. There we go. We are looking at a bullish engulf on the month after a higher low on the wick, testing the order block from the previous month. Here's like the only negative I'll say. The negative on these high time frames is right here. We see the close below the highest all-time high close on the month, close below, rejection, and now we're back here. So kind of lining up these time frames in my head. The next 7 days, Render wants to, or I would say if it wants to be competitively bullish, it needs to follow the arrows. It's done a pretty good job so far. Pretty good job. But this is a major resistance, 626. When I tweeted about this morning, I said, if I hadn't gotten stopped out, because you guys remember I took this trade live, I put the stop way too short. Way too tight. Took this trade live, got stopped out. But if I was still in it, I would look to trim some of that position right here at 626. Maybe I'd close half, maybe I'd close a quarter, doesn't really matter. Maybe I'd close it all if I was feeling bearish. This is a major resistance. The evidence in favor of breaking it though is that you've tested it, sold off, and while it was a very deep retracement, and typically that's not bullish, your low held. You put in a higher low. After August sell-off into September, higher low, and you've retested it. So to me, that is saying the selling pressure from this horizontal, is largely drained. Took a lot of selling to get it down there. Bull said nay. We like this 450-ish area, $5 area. We're gonna push it right back up. If price does retreat from here, maybe you're looking for this move. Remember this this trajectory, these arrows, this was painted back in August before it even began selling off, I think. I think as it hit 626, I said, all right, I'm looking for $5. I would not look for a long now, like I just said. I would look instead to take profit on a long to some capacity and maybe look to open at 525, that previous daily resistance. If you see it sell off from 625, if intraday today you see all of a sudden the bulls pulling orders, 525 looks pretty tasty here. Wow, ooh, this is very cool. Look at this fortress of money flow, man. Money flow rolling over each high, each low, higher than the last. Momentum, little trigger wave. Now we're back up. I don't know if I want to bet. I don't know if I want to bet here or not. Still think seven-ish is the target. You've hurt me before, Render. I don't know if I'm ready to be hurt again. Beautiful trade. Beautiful trade. I don't know if anyone else took it. Still a beautiful trade from 5 to 6. It's like 23%. Nice. We can look at SUI. Yeah, we'll look at SUI. SUI, I think, is realistically going to $2. I think realistically. Each green candle up, right? We were just talking about this. Each green candle up is a higher risk, lower reward long. It is almost always the choice to look for a retracement and enter than it is to long the top of a green candle. Period. Two potential strong supports for SUI. Just under $1. You can just say $1 though. I think $1 is a good target. Or 124. This was largely ignored on the way up, and the piper may need to be paid here. We may need to come back, test this as support before we see that $2 mark. RSI is all the way up. I like it. Crank it to 10. Money flow coming in. Higher high on the day. Candle mirroring Bitcoin with its little red dance. Let's see our quarter. Interesting. $2, pretty close to the previous quarter open. Lines up pretty well with a lot of the other calls and other charts that I'm looking for. Back to that quarterly open. 7 days to go. We'll see if we can make it. $2 up here at the month. You know, the most brutal thing I could see this doing is this, right? Flat top, lows come up over like months and months and months. That'd be brutal. Let's take a look at this Bitcoin pair. We were looking just for the 618 here. Is Bitcoin pair ripping farther, which is actually, I think, in favor of it continuing. I think that's a bullish argument. Breaking out of that descending channel, coming on up to the 618. It's got a little bit more upside before resistance against the corn. I think this wick janks the chart up. Yep. It's okay. Close above resistance. Damn. Damn. I think SUI has more ahead of it this year. I'll just leave it at that. Leave it at that. Come on, come on. Roll over. Don't you do it. Just roll over. Don't dig around. Just roll over. Move up. Roll up right now. How is this 15 minutes so bearish? Like all the other time frames around it look good. And then the 15 minutes just like hitting lower lows on money flow. VWAP struggling. Like I like this momentum. I like the momentum low here, but like what is going on? I think my prediction for the stream should just be sideways. Should just be sideways, honestly. Put a short on SUI last night, Mr. A. Up 100%. Hell yeah. Well done. Cheers. Cheers, cheers. The gunslinger. That's right. I'm going to close this poll. If you haven't voted in it, we have 550 votes. It's not the most poppin' day. If you haven't voted in it, I want your opinion. It is so close. Supply and demand and OTE are literally tied on the mainstream poll. I need a breaker. Be the tiebreaker. Tell me what you want. Hit these buttons. We're going to release a new video in the trading course tomorrow, and you're going to pick which one. 5 minutes go up and 1 hour. I think the 5 minute going up, yes. The hour is not giving me what I want. It's not satisfying me. But that could change. That could change. Ooh. Wait, 5 minute looks much better. Maybe I'm cherry picking though. Much better than the hour. Usually they're much more similar. How can you vote? You have to be on the mainstream, my friend Steez, unfortunately. Or fortunately. You can navigate to the mainstream by going to the channel page. There's 2 live streams. Just click the one with more viewers. Render, please. We did render. Where were you, Roro? We did render. We just did it. Bitcoin going for that 200 MA on the 3 minute and on the 1 day. You had the last option because statistically, most people choose the first option. That's some wise thinking. You're not wrong. MWD TRX to the moon. Okay. All right. Speaking of to the moon, IMX. This one took forever to play out. We watched IMX paint a head and shoulders. Okay. Once it broke 170, we were looking for a back test of 170, descended lower. And when it did get sent lower, we were looking for $1 for multiple reasons. Our extension, our measured move sat at $1 from our right shoulder's break from 48 to 375. Our 1618 sat at $1. $1 is a psychological clean number that people like to trade. Played out. It did trade down to 92 cents, but $1 held. And IMX began its uptrend, it looks like September 6th, painting a higher low and continuing higher here over the course of September. It has not closed a daily above 170 yet. I do like this candle. It's still in danger of becoming a wick though. If it closes below 170 on the day, you're certainly coming back to 150, if not lower, to find support. Provided that doesn't happen, 193 is the take profit on this trade for a 92% gain. Let's go. The problem though is that still doesn't really get you anywhere. It's a nice move. It's a nice trade. It's a 90-something% gain, right? But you're still right here in this resistance, in the area where the head and shoulders found support. You're still there. You got a lot to break through. And in fact, you're very much in the same spot until, hold up. You're very much in the same condition or spot. Get rid of this. What? Oh. Really until like 250. 250. Like, you got to get above that right shoulder. Even then, I don't know. It's still not like a grand slam, but that was a hell of a trade. I would not look to take a long on IMX right now. If anything, I might look to take a short. But gun to my head, I don't think I would choose either. I might choose the bullet. I don't really want to do either. The quarter open, falling from $3, does give it a crazy upside of like 100% potential if it's going to tap it, but it might not be in the cards. Month, beautiful. Month is actually nice. Month is actually very nice. And it describes everything I've just said much cleaner with much less data, much less candles. Here's the head and shoulders with a very, very clear neckline. 192. Just under that, like $2. Wait, 192. Right where we're looking. 192 to 193, right? Right here. This is still resistance. And it is a strong resistance. Without significant closes and bullish price action, you're not really making progress. You really got to retake that level. It's nice to see 170 provided today closes. But you got to see 193 just to get back above where you lost from what, June, July. Let's see. Anything else I missed? Man, that weekly close is so sus. It's like exactly the same as July. It's right underneath resistance. That's pretty bullish though. How do you guys feel about IMX? Is it trading with the use of levels? FIRDAVs. Yeah, with the use of levels. By your levels combined, I am Tom Crown. What's up, Troy? How you doing, bro? Colorado trader. Anchor looking nice. Is Anchor looking nice? What kind of trading style is this? That's a good question. Honestly, everyone has their own trading style. I don't think all trading styles fit into some, like a neat category or a neat description. I would say my trading style is just always dynamic. I'm always changing what I'm doing based on what's going on in the chart, what I think the trend is, etc. If you'd like to know more about how I view trading though, if you go to the channel page, not only will you see both of the streams, the main stream and the horizontal phone stream, but you'll also see playlists and our trading course here. You can get insights into many different concepts. They're all great videos. Publishing a new one tomorrow. So keep your eyes peeled, notifications on. Make sure you're subscribed. You know the deal. All right, I'll pull up JASMY because multiple people have asked. I haven't looked at JASMY in a bit. What you could do for me though, I haven't seen this subscriber count update in the last few minutes. If you're out there and you're not subscribed, hit that button, join our fam. Ooh, JASMY. I just had IMX flashbacks. Do you guys see it? Have I heard of Dragon X? I have not. Dragon Nurse. I have not. I just got flashbacks to IMX. This is on the week. IMX was on the month, but I guess also on the week. Captain Mofo Planet. I know, right? By your powers combined. I just got a little flashback here. So this looks uncomfortably similar in ways to previous price action here in IMX. Let me show you. Here. Here. You see it? Do you see it? Let me just keep flipping back and forth to give you a headache. Do you see it? Do you see it? Do you see it? I don't love it. I do not love it. Let's start with the positives. JASMY did not hit a lower low August 5th versus April. So it didn't break a neckline. Unfortunately, it painted another lower high, rejecting from previous support at 2 cents. That then painted a higher low, so it is flagging out now. 1, 2, 3, 4 green candles in a row. Flagging out. Right back to that weekly resistance. But damn, all right, but damn, you look at the week though. Momentum last week started to wane on the sell side. Money flow came up. VWAP came up. That's very bully. MACD histogram, waning selling momentum showed for the last two weeks pending this week close. Bull div on the weekly lows here. I'm not hating this chart anymore. When I first looked at it, I was like, yikes, this is not good. It does need to be updated. Let's do that. Let's do that. The weekly, go down to the day. And real quick, a look at the month, or the quarters. Whew. JASMY, at the end of September, close above 2.1 cents. Do not bearish engulf the quarter. That would not be good. Month, not a lot there. All right, let's go down to the day. Struggling. I mean, I saw the bullishness on the week. I find it hard to ignore that or hard not to calculate that in. But then you look at the day, man, and I don't like any of this. Does anyone specifically think this is bullish from, we'll say, March to today? Like when you zoom in on the last few days, you got a higher low, a higher high, higher low, higher high today. Like that's an uptrend, right? You're right up against that weekly high close at 2.2 cents. And what are you doing? You actually look pretty good. Man, this is a rare time. Oh, look, we lost a trade. A rare time where my indicators are saying one thing, but then just my visual acuity, my eye is saying something else. Weird. Maybe some moving averages. We can use other indicators to kind of just give us different perspective below the 200 day. All right, so I do think it is going to push through that weekly resistance. I think it's going to go back to at least 2.3 cents at 200 day. You can see a little deathy cross up here with the 100 and 200 potentially happening, provided it doesn't just rally its brains out. That 20 week up at 2.5 cents. I actually like that as a target. I like 2.5 cents as a target. It's your 618 retracement, and that 20 week is sitting there. I don't know how to play this though. You're up at resistance. Going long right now is not a great idea. Especially not a great idea for what, a 12% gain versus back to support and 20% downside. I think this is the play. No guarantee it fills. So I don't know if you're super bullish on this. Waiting might not be what you want to do. But I can see something like this. Maybe we get break. Like something like that. Either way, I think 1.8 cents is the safer play. I just can't advise. No, I can't advise anything. I'm not a financial advisor, but I just can't personally see myself taking a long right here underneath that weekly resistance. You could take a short. I don't think now is a good time for these shorts. I feel like it's a bad time. I can see that being played. Maybe you only take it back to 1.8 cents. If you think we're in a crazy bear market, you probably want to look for lower targets. Like down here. Yeah, like down here, 1 cent. Wouldn't this be a crazy, crazy trade? Wouldn't that be wild? You wrote it from 2.2 down to 1. I don't really see this happening, but then again, I zoom out and I can't help but see it. And it's like driving me a little nuts here. You probably can understand. You probably can hear it in my voice. It's like left shoulder, head, right shoulder. All we need here is a lower high, a break, and all of a sudden you're at 1 cent. Something to keep an eye on. I'm going to set low alerts here. If it can break and hold above 2.2, it's looking fine. It's going to 2.5, but like right here at resistance, it is a hard sell for me. A very hard sell. Someone asked about 𝐅𝐫𝐍. Sunships, thank you for the $5 super chat, my friend. I know I missed one of them last week. I appreciate you still trying. I'll pull up ADA for you. And my bad, Mark. Louis Sync Studios Evolution. 11 pounds? Is that 11 pounds? Yeah, 11 pounds. Appreciate your content. Give an opinion about AIOZ coin. Technically, Sunships, technically. Marks came in first, so I'm going to look at Marks first. But we're going to look at ADA as well. I'm going to bring this over. What's Corn doing? Nothing. No surprise. We're going to look at AIOZ. Isn't it AI from A to Z and everything in between? Something weird. Something weird. Let's find out. Well, technically our long got stopped out here. I ain't gonna lie to you. Sure, I could have lied to you guys. Just been like, yeah, look at that, a great trade. Ha ha ha. And in all reality, this stop should have been much lower. Even down at 28 cents, it's still a 3-to-1. I don't usually put 11-to-1 trades. I wonder what happened here. I wonder what happened there. Take profit still good. Entry still pretty decent at 38 cents. Let's see. Previous resistance broken. So I was talking about kind of untested or not even phased. I forget what chart it was. Breaking through resistance and maybe looking for a back test of support there because it didn't react. Same thing happened here on AIOZ. It broke through 38 cents. No reaction, no retrace, just through. Now you came back to pay the piper. It's actually a very technically clean chart here. It's like resistance up here at $1, support down here at 38 cents. I do not hate the way this has fallen. This is looking kind of bullish flaggy-ish with this descending parallel channel right down to support. You got to bounce. No higher high yet. I'd be looking for 56 cents on the AIOZ. 56 cents sounds like a good target. Really ugly quarter. Closed at above 46.7. Still ugly. Looking at the month, you got a bunch of resistance above you. Each one of these monthly closes a level that people are going to look to get out of bad positions. Whether they be highs or lows, this has multiple kind of layers like an onion on the way down. So what do we got? Weird. It's another one, dude. We just looked at JASMY on the week and it had this like very bullish weekly setup. JASMY, same thing. Money flow or momentum rolled over at the exact same time. Money flow heading back up with VWAP, like, and you're right at weekly resistance. These charts are almost identical in that sense. In the sense of they're at weekly resistance and their weak time frame on our oscillators looks very good. Going long here, again, going to be a challenging thing for me to say. Gonna be challenging. Damn, dude, maybe it is. Maybe we do. If we do see like a sell-off or profit takers come in here at our exact level, at our week here, maybe that same move, 41-ish cents, previous resistance, higher low, higher high, might be the place. Honestly though, at that point, I just might be looking for 38 cents again. Probably just would be looking for 38 cents again. It's more clear. There we go. Maybe. And really the only reason I'm placing this is because going long right here under resistance, I think is crazy. Really crappy risk to reward. You definitely need to pick a higher take profit target to make this a good trade in my opinion. And that'd be 55 cents. This would not be a bad way to climb. Would not. I'm gonna leave it there and go to the ADA. I'm losing my voice on a Monday. I haven't looked in on Cardano in a while because it has been somewhat unspectacular. Let's zoom out. Zoom out. Quarterly. Looking for 40 cents. If ADA closes at 40 cents or above at the end of September, I think the bottom is in there. If it closes red, I think ADA is likely to move to 25 cents. Retest these big quarterly candle opens. And month is also unspectacular. Money flow in the monthly time frame coming up. That's rare. That's rare. What is up, my friend whose name I cannot pronounce? Welcome. I missed Wordle Music. How you doing, bro? Thanks for subscribing. Abhishek Anand subscribing as well. If you're out there and you haven't hit those buttons, watch this number update in real time. It's a mini game. You hit subscribe, this number changes. It's pretty wild. Give it a try. It's fun. Give it a try. Man, ADA. What the? The low. If the low isn't in, this chart just looks so boned. It looks so boned if the low isn't in. I have all my ADA. I haven't sold any. It's been staking in a wallet for like 7 years. 7-ish years. Weekly looks ready for some upside. It might take a week. It looks ready for some retracement. Look at that. That played. Oh, would you look at that? Would you look at that? Bear flag, looking for the break to the upside. Nailed the top. Nailed the high by 0.004 cents. Definitely fell lower than I thought it would. Did not hold support. Retested it higher low back here. It's still in a bear flag. God damn, it's still in a bear flag, isn't it? Nothing has changed. Are you joking? How is this possible? How is it possibly still in a bear flag? Oh my god. It's bear flagception. You broke out, you moved down, you had the fake out to the high and the low back to the equilibrium point at 35 cents. Then just lower highs, higher lows. Oh my goodness. I wonder if it'll do the same thing. What if it does this? And then it makes an even bigger bear flag. This is a rare flag inside flag setup. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. I like that. You really don't see that often. Daily shaping up just so slowly, dude. So slowly. I would wait until September ends. Wake me up when September ends. If you get a bad close in September, I'm looking for 25 cents. If we close above 40 here in September, probably back to 56. Probably looking for this into the end of the year. That was some pretty serious support into March's rally that broke, and look at the reaction. This is how you know it's an important level. Look, holding support, holding support, holding support, lower highs, break and dump. Just absolute break and dump. No back test of that support as resistance. I think it's calling. I think ADA is going there. It just needs 40 cents into the end of September. Right around that 618. Yep. Oh, here it is. Sorry for ignoring the chat, guys. I got into the charts, into the requests, and I am not good at multitasking. I will say, I'm just going to leave this here like this. Check back in September. See how that goes. Or not in September. When October starts. Check back in. God, I want these 2017 coins to perform. They're holding down my portfolio. Here we go. Bitcoin finally getting its shit together almost 2 hours into the stream. And we're seeing those low time frames play out. The 1 minute still holding a strong uptrend here. Look at the bias on momentum. Again, this is the 1 minute, so it's not that crazy. But look at this bias. You had head and shoulders on momentum. Which is like not something you see all the time. Usually you'd expect that to just roll right over. No. Caught up. Now being pushed to higher highs. The 1 minute in a clear uptrend. Let's go to the 5. This is good because our low time frames in our top down or bottom up analysis at the start of the stream were rather bullish, but as we got out into the hours, things didn't look as good anymore. So these low time frames putting in gains, if they can hold them, we'll slowly see that work into our higher time frames. And that can give us more confident, bigger upside signals if it continues. Right now, just targeting 63.5. That is our daily and weekly open today. It is also in confluence with the 618 retracement from today's high to the resulting low after right here. Right there. 15 was the one looking real weird, right? Still is, dude. What in the... Market makers are having a day today, dude. Money flow to trickling out. Maybe that's a bearish sign as it goes up. Trickling out still. About the 30. 30 really shaping up. Looking way better than when we started. We saw momentum pinch come up to the 0 line. Let's go. We're about to hit our target live. About to hit it live. Hourly even looking better too here. You got the rollover again. This money flow kind of sucks, but it's all coming together. It's all slowly coming together. The 4 hour that we started the stream in traded low, didn't break lower than the previous 4 hour, but did break higher. 63.6 in the next hour and 14 minutes. I think we test 63.6. Still looks crappy on the 4. Get up. Get up. What's up, Cena? How you doing? 12 hour just turned red. Usually a bearish signal. I wonder if this 12 hour will rip. There it is. Cena. How you doing, my friend? Subscribing. Delphin Silla. Mohammed Javad. Gibbons family. What's up, Gibbons family? Hope you guys are having a great day. Coconut Monkeys as well. Who else did I miss? Ovo subscribed during the live. I missed that. Trent Maloney. How you doing, Trent? Drawing Lover. The Bagad. What the Bagad something. Toxic Cupcakes. That's a good name. The Magic Man. One of my favorite characters from Adventure Time. Sanchin. Who else? Damn, we got a lot of them. I missed them. I guess this number has been moving. I just haven't been paying attention. We're 2 hours in. This is usually when I cut it, but Bitcoin's actually moving. Usually does not happen. We might have to stay longer. Your chart looks horrible, brother. You got me, Zaytoven. You got me, bro. Damn. I got called out by Zaytoven. Guess I'll quit YouTube. That's my new response to like anyone who says anything negative. I'm quitting YouTube. That's it. I've had enough. I'm quitting. Oh, there's always the weirdest messages in the Twitter chat. I'm not going to read them anymore. They're the weirdest. It's like a lot of bot spam and stuff. I don't know. You're late, Christoph? No worries, bro. You're here. What's up, Sin Miro? Can I share my analysis on Sol? We did look at Sol. Kind of waiting for this Bitcoin move to play out now. Your chart looks like ass. We did look at Sol. This is Sol BTC. We looked at Sol USD. We'll see. Do I trade the Brinks box? I don't know what that is. What the hell's a Brinks box? This is the mobile stream. That is correct. Million, you're looking at CRISPR. How's my Litecoin crypto surge? Hopefully that wasn't sarcastic. Dude, Litecoin last night looked very good for the first time. I was going to start the stream with Litecoin because I promise you guys, whenever Litecoin moves, I'll be the first to tell you. I was going to start it. Like last night, that was my plan. And just gave back a lot of those gains. I do like a little pop here before the low is broken at 66. Professor Beans going nuts. But it started looking good, man. You broke your high from September after painting higher lows, climbing up. I want to see 70 retaken. Let's look at the quarter. I haven't looked at it. Looking like crap on the quarter. That's okay. Quarterly open at 75. That'd be a good target. God, please get to 75. Please get to 75. Not quite there yet. It was looking so good breaking that high though. Not necessarily because of the dollar value, but because the Bitcoin value was climbing and Bitcoin's price was climbing. We haven't seen this happen with Litecoin. God, I'm sure it has and I haven't noticed, but we haven't seen that happen consistently like 6 years. 6 years. Almost always, if you look at this chart and you go back a few years, almost always LTC BTC has bottomed out at Bitcoin's highs and it has topped out at Bitcoin's lows. So 6th of September, 4th of September high. I guess August 5th was an exception. Interesting. It was moving very inversely, but seeing these green candles against Bitcoin with Bitcoin going up in combination with Litecoin breaking this range high from August, September, that was a really good setup. I guess it just couldn't hold on to it. I don't know. Someday. I will be honest, I did buy a bunch of Litecoin in low 60s again. Or yeah, in low 60s again. I have a problem. I can't stop. I probably will stop though. I just couldn't give up. I couldn't pass on a new all-time low against Bitcoin. Money flow on the day gonna roll over. Good. Looking at our weekly time frame. Sorry, weekly rolling over. Looking at our weekly, we might have an entry at 66. $73, $74. Terrible risk to reward. Didn't work out. Velo, please. How do you not know what a Brinks box is? First hour before each open. Because crypto doesn't have open. Boom! Crypto doesn't have an open. I don't know all the TradFi terminology. Boom! Look at this bad boy. Wick. Where did it head to? It very, very briefly, as was predicted, flipped the day and the week green before retreating. Here we are, battling it out. This has been a pretty spicy Monday, even though it doesn't feel like it. Gotta close green, baby. We closed green today. We're taking the 200. And we're going to range highs. Close below. We'll see where we find support. That wick is perfect. For those of you who've watched this whole stream, you are a Chad. You really are a Chad. Thank you. But for those of you who watched the whole stream, if you didn't before, maybe understand the value of these prices that I mark out, daily open or daily green, weekly green, you understand the value and the attractiveness of price to them. Maybe this was a good example. Maybe you see that a little more clearly now. Oh, there's the upside target. Boom, boom, boom. Do I trade psychological highs and lows from Asian Saturday night and UK Saturday? Christoph, I feel like you keep coming at me with all these. That's another specifically TradFi thing. Ask me more crypto stuff, my friend. GRT. I really wanted to push through there. Maybe that's what this 15 into the hour was telling us. Hour still looks kind of good though. 7 minutes to go. What a hell of a way to end it. Velo. All right, well, look at Velo. Saw multiple Velos. Sorry, they are related. You know what I mean. I don't know. You're trying to be a butt, Christoph. You're just trying to be a butt. I'm playing. Yeah, I don't use too much of the brain space on like TradFi concepts. I'm not saying they don't have value. I make videos about them, but I don't know, just not my style, I guess. So TradingView bonked up, it looks like all of these trades because I don't typically have stop losses in negative values, which sucks because this looks like it is a great trade. God damn it, Bobby. This looks like it was a great trade. I wish I knew where these were. I guess I could look back on the streams. I could search for Velo. Let's see. Just place them right in previous support. Do like the reaction here. I haven't checked in on Velo in some time. Daily looks all right. Let's see this quarter. Beautiful quarter. Let's go. Velo. Beautiful quarter. So I think the reason this chart is so bare is Velo spent, this is gate.io, maybe there's more history. Spent a lot of time moving just down month after month after month. Bottoming out, it looks like in October of 22, it spent quite some time trading sideways. Really, I guess it got a high in March, but spent quite some time. Interesting contrast here. This is my takeaway. Interesting contrast. Not a lot of charts have a hammer green candle on their quarterly. Velo does. And not just that, it's an 88% candle. It hasn't broken previous quarter high at 30 cents yet, but that's a hell of a candle. And it looks like it's going to close here, if not higher. Let's go down to the month. Okay. A little monthly horizontal here. 1.91. Strong close in this month, and Velo could send it. It's interesting. I didn't expect this, but there's quite a few charts that look like they could just send. We've looked at a bunch of them today. Let's see where this trend gets us. A new pullback. Interesting. Pullback in 2023 from our high to our low. Measured move target at 1.3 cents. A new pullback, which we just placed the fib on. Measured move target. Sorry, I said 1.3, 13. Right up there. It's like 12 and a half maybe. Looking to the left, I guess we could say there's some efficiency, but that's stretching it. This doesn't look like it has very strong resistance above it, which is odd because it does seem to be struggling with the bids. It seems to be struggling with the buys. There's another one. There's another one on the week that just looks bonkers. Money flow all the way up. Momentum just trigger waved, moved up, VWAP up. Like higher low from that same weekly resistance breaking through. Send Velo back to its high, man. Wow. Wow. 2.8 cents. Good chart. Sorry I didn't look at this one earlier. Boom. Rejection on the 10th. Higher low. Boom. Yeah, send it. This thing looks crazy. Coming up on the day. Like what? What? The problem would be the entry. We just rip off along here and pray. That's kind of the only jam you could do. Golden Cross on the day happened on the 14th of September. I like this chart. Shit. Looks like 1 cent entry played out. I don't know where the stop was. Maybe this got stopped out. Maybe it didn't. I have no idea. But looking like the play. Looking like the play, son. Yeah. I got no more words. I did not expect this to be so bullish. Breaking right now. That's why you guys are looking at it. Up 27, 28% in the day. I think you get something like this. Like that. Go. Close below 1.91 on the day. If you get a sell off into the end of the day, then you're looking for another higher low. Like, it's the only way to even look at that. Be like, maybe all of these trades are going to hit at the same time. A lot of the charts we've gone over that are moving, we've said, well, we don't like buying the top of these candles, so let's look for a lower value that we might be able to enter at if it comes. And most of them have a similar setup like this, where they've painted a lower high, held the low, and broken. Maybe they're all just going to come back to it. I don't know. I'd feel more comfortable at 1.6 than ripping right here. If it can close above 1.9 today, I think you're heading to 2.8 pretty quick. That's a good chart. It's a very good chart. Where is the playlist? Which playlist, Joyce? Which one? You would sell Pepe for Turbo? I would sell Turbo and Pepe for Bitcoin. That's what I would do. You can pull up Turbo. Short's been getting licked all day. Some longs too. Yeah, it always happens that way. You think we'll cut back in? We got our high. Our call for the high hit. I would love to be wrong. I didn't really see further upside into the rest of the day, but that could change. This is very kind of unusual price action. Like here with a lower high, slightly higher lows, and you break to a higher high, you come down, you break this low, and there at a lower high. This is like some shenanigans. Like this is very shenanigans. This doesn't look like a lot of the rest of the chart. And the one place it kind of does look like is right here. But it didn't do that. It didn't repeat. Kind of have those two lows into the big move up. Got to see something new, and I think it's due to our friend, the 200. Just hanging out. Uninvited guest. Our friend, the 200. Yet, that's right. What indicator do you use to convince that the pullback, that it will go up continuously? I wish there was an indicator that could convince that that will happen. It's not really how trading works, though. Trading is a lot like maybe being a lawyer, like building a court case. You really can't definitively, with any 100% accuracy, like prove anything, but you can build evidence that all aligns with confluence, that is all in the same alignment, all towards the same narrative, that is evidence of a determination of an outcome, right? That's like trading. You don't know, but you can just build a case. And the stronger your case, the more likely you are to win. But sometimes, I don't know, sometimes the judge just says, I don't like you, you're going to jail, no matter how good your case is. And that is why it is like trading. Because you can have the best setup in the world, you can have all the confluence, all the signals, and it still will never be an 100% thing. There's just no such thing. You can just be different, varying layers of confident. Turbo, definitely looking for a good close in the month. Above half a penny, Bullish and Golf look good. 781, 00781 cents. Let's see what that looks like down here. 1 second. Still at a lower high. Why do all these weeks look good? A lot of altcoin weeks look good. Maybe I should be paying more attention to that. You did break your high. You continued. You pulled back to what seems like a random number. You've retested your high today. I think Turbo has some more upside. We'll see what happens up here. 007. Yeah, it's like 7-ish range. July's high. See what happens there. Get a pullback. You look for another higher low. That could look something like this. Right? Something like that. Maybe there's an entry. Blast through it. I don't know. And you're going to all-time highs. All right. I'm losing my voice. We've been live 2 hours. 2 hours plus. If you haven't subscribed yet, you should. 127,829 followers. Get in before 1 million. Get the FOMO. If you haven't subscribed, smash the likes, notifications. We have a new trading video coming out tomorrow, educational trading video, publishing tomorrow around this time. Let's see which one that's going to be. I asked you guys to vote. 700 votes, not that many, but we have a winner. Supply and demand. There it is. And the poll. That's what's coming out tomorrow, boys. It's on the channel playlist. It's free. There's no paid version of it. It is all free. Check it out after the live. Murder was the case. What's the highest leverage you trade on Bitcoin? I usually don't do over like 10x. Usually I like 5-ish. That's my jam. Join the Discord, discord.gg/TomCrown. If you sign up with any of the links in the video description below, they are affiliate links. They help support the channel. But you will get, in return, into our private trading group. There's no other way in. That's the only way. Any of the links that are in the video description or in the Discord you can use, including our sponsors, 𝐒𝐿𝐼 and MetaSignals, whose shirt I'm wearing today. Great partners, great tools. Use my link and you can get a free trial of either of them. If you missed the beginning of the stream, I have a lot of thoughts about Bitcoin and not a lot of change. into this 2-hour long stream. We saw the daily open and weekly open tested, price rejected pretty hard from there. I don't know what's going to happen next. Basically, anything that is a higher low. So let's say anything above 57.5, might even say anything above 59 is okay, because we are sitting so comfortably under that 200 daily moving average. That 200 day is right here. Where is it? I said that so confidently and then no one pulled up. It's like 64. Here we go. Sitting right here. What's the price? 63.9. It's the price to beat. Close the daily above there and let's go to the top of our range. 69,000, 71.2, whatever. Close below. Maybe we continue trading sideways some more. Maybe we come down. Maybe we look for this 60.5, the previous resistance, before we move back up. Either way, we are testing the 200. We are knocking on its door. And when it lets us in, we'll have new all-time highs. I believe that's coming soon. Maybe as soon as the next 7 days. Check out the timestamps if you missed stuff in this. I'm sorry if I didn't get to your request. I do my best to get them all, but man, we get a lot of requests. Jump in the Discord, guys. We will be live again Wednesday, maybe earlier. If we get a rally, if we break today's high today, maybe we go live again. Maybe we go live again, because we're going to be live for when that 200 breaks, no matter when it is. Keep your eyes peeled for the stream when that happens, and I will catch you guys on Wednesday, 1 p.m. East.